Hi everyone, it's Nev in SF. I hope you guys are doing great. If this is your first time here, my name is Neville. I live here in San Francisco. Today I want to talk about a few more tips that have helped me save some money the last few months. Thought I'd like to share it with you just to keep you motivated for your financial goals. For those of you who are watching the channel for the first time, I love talking about personal finance and also intentional living. Most of you know that I am on a journey of paying off a HELOC about a little over $50,000. So that's my main focus right now to get rid of so I can move on to some other financial goals. So I wanted to go ahead and kick off the video with just talking about food. I know food probably takes up most of your budget after your rent or mortgage and your vehicle, especially if you have a family. The number one thing that I love doing is shopping for seasonal fruits and vegetables and incorporating that into my grocery list. When you get to the grocery store, it's obvious what's on sale and you get used to it. I would recommend looking at the grocery store circulars and kind of analyzing what's a really good deal. Eventually you'll get to know what prices are really up your alley. And then I also love looking up on websites. Like I found the website on seasonal fruits and vegetables and what's in season now in February. However, I want you to go a little step further and do what's in season in your state. So I did California. It made sense. Like I'm eating a ton of grapefruit right now. That's on the list. Broccoli, navel oranges, all of that is in season and it's a lot cheaper right now than it normally is. I definitely recommend stocking up on your fruits and vegetables. For those things that are not in season, I would try to avoid those even if you want to use them for a recipe, and then you could also buy frozen. Now when it comes to some food that you really enjoy eating, like I love French fries, I have discovered the air fryer and I'm planning on making a video making recipes through my air fryer, but I love making French fries through it. And the great thing about it is you're not using oil. So you're cutting back on consuming large portions of oil, which does cost money. So if you invest in kitchen equipment that will help you make food that you will normally buy anyways, I think it's worth the investment. And also potatoes are really cheap. I also love buying like large bags of rice at Costco. I hate carrying it up because I do live in an apartment complex and I'm on the 6th floor. I do have an elevator, but carrying it from the car to the elevator is annoying. However, that bag of rice is going to last me quite some time, and you could try to explore steamed rice or maybe fried rice. So whatever you enjoy doing, just Google search how to make it and eat it at home. The next tip that I have is kind of a twofer. One is to pick up the phone and call and be honest about your situation. And I'm talking about calling like an insurance company and seeing what options there are. On January 6th, my poor Mila, my cat, passed away, and I spoke about that in my last video, and I didn't film for a while in January. So this was my first year that I actually got pet insurance, and it was because she was over 10. She was actually 13, and I just had this really eerie feeling like this was the 2021 was the year that medical issues were going to come up. She ended up getting really sick in late December, and I knew something was wrong, and she ended up passing away on January 6th. And I just said, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to pay pet insurance for the rest of the year. I decided to call, and I called really late in January, and I called and I said, you know, so sorry that I haven't called, but my pet passed away on January 6th. What are my options? The person actually provided really excellent customer service. She was sorry for my loss, and she said, absolutely, let's cancel your insurance. And what did you end up paying? So we ended up talking about like what I paid and then how I could get money back after the deductible. And so she walked me through that, and I thought it was just excellent customer service. But had I not called, I would have probably paid X amount of dollars. I think it's like $40 a month for the rest of the year for a pet that is no longer here. Rest in peace, Mila. So yeah, just pick up the phone, whatever your situation is. I think you should just call and ask what are my options. And that has definitely helped me out. And when I say twofer, I meant picking up the phone and talking about your situation, but two, if you have pet insurance, there is a business side to it. So my pet passed away at the SPCA. They did take time to say, what would you like to do with her body? If you do choose to cremate, there was group cremation, which was free, or you could pay for a separate cremation for $140. And I chose to do a separate one because I wanted to honor her. It was worth it to me. They ended up spreading her ashes at the locations, but I also donated her carrier to the organization. That's where I adopted her. But what I would also provide some tips for is to give food away. I actually posted it on my Facebook and someone wanted the food, so I was able to at least not waste money. I had a ton of cat food and there's some solace there, so hopefully it helps you out if you're going through a situation that I did in January. My other tip is to participate in some type of walking challenge with your friends. I think it's one, great for your health, it's fun, you're part of this little community, and I have a goal of averaging 10,000 steps by the end of the year. And guess what? I'm walking to the grocery store. The grocery store is about 3/4 of a mile, so I'm getting great exercise overall, over a mile back and forth. It forces me not to buy a ton of things. I carry what I can, and I'm not spending money on an Uber ride. I'm not spending money, gas, or wear and tear on my car, and I'm getting the exercise. All right, the next thing I want to talk about, I did post a video about canceling cable, which I did last year, which was a huge money saver. However, there is a show that's happening where a group of friends want to participate in a group watching, and it happens every Friday, and I think it's really healthy to be part of something, especially during the pandemic. You want to feel still social, you know, have a glass of wine while you're watching. However, I did not have access to that show, and it kind of had a moment where I was like, I'm gonna order cable again, but we found some alternatives. So if you do want to participate, one of my friends is streaming it on Zoom. That was one option. Another cheaper option was just to download it on iTunes store. I did realize you don't get to download it till the next day, and then there's other option would be like YouTube TV. That is pretty expensive at $65. However, if you really want to have it live and available, you could just have it for like 2 months and then cancel it, and I think that's still relatively cheaper than having cable every single month. So look into the different options, and if you absolutely cannot afford it, I think your friends are more than happy to have your company and stream it for you. The last thing I want to add is learning how to say no, and I encourage you to be brave. I've been on a couple of text messages where folks want to do a group gift for someone, special occasion, whether it's a birthday or something coming up. I decided that I don't want to put that pressure on myself. I want to do something on my own terms and not be part of a group setting. And the reason being is because someone else is making the decision for you financially, and then you're all splitting the difference equally. And we all may have different levels of friendship. And my word tracks were simply, thank you so much for reaching out to me and letting me know. Unfortunately, I am not able to participate in group gifts at this time. And that was it. They responded back, no problem, I understand. And just being honest and saying no, it goes a long way. Well, that is it. Thanks for dropping by the channel. I just want to do a quick video with some of the tips that have helped me out for the last few months, and I hope it keeps you motivated with your financial goals. Whatever you're trying to tackle, a debt, save more money, you could do it. And until next time, I'll see you later. Thanks for dropping by. Bye.